Well, we didn't even need to wait long. We're on version 26.0.24 already. Yeah, that's just really... That was really weird. In 2025 as well. So yes, it seems like the new update cycle has begun already on Bedrock Edition. This normally does happen on Bedrock Edition earlier than Java Edition, so back on Java we have to wait a little bit. For Java Edition, we're now in the release cycle, so now we're getting that before the update on Tuesday. But here I am, minding my own business, when Mojang decides to release a video about the new spear. But something really interesting happens. Do you see that? Look at that 3x3 hitbox. Since when could you artificially increase the size of hitboxes? Wait, don't tell me they made the hitbox bigger so it's easier to hit with the spear. The zombie's like right in front of you. Some really wacky stuff going on right now. I've had some time to mull over this. We have the new version numbering system going forward. We'll be numbering our versions based on the year. So both Bedrock and Java Edition will have the same system, except They don't match. It doesn't matter how hard you try here. We've got Spring to Life. Random Bedrock release in the middle of it. And then all of a sudden Chase the Skies doesn't match. Copper Age doesn't match. Mounts of Mayhem will be like 70 and then Java will be 4. So I decided to dig into the asset files to see what I could find in this new preview. Giant Alex thumbs. What's even more interesting is that Bedrock describes internally their version to be 1.26.24.0. Where's the 1, Mojang? Accessibility. Added a setting to show gameplay subtitles which does not function properly yet. What does that mean? So if you didn't know, Bedrock does not have subtitles, which Java obviously has. So if you go over here, accessibility, text-to-speech, 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 it's not there. How could you mess that up? You add a feature into the game that's meant to make it into the next update or snapshot, yet for some reason the QA team just didn't realize that whatever they packaged and released didn't even have it in the first place. No subtitles. Interestingly enough, if you find the options.txt file, which has the setting right here, enable gameplay subtitles. So the feature does exist. Let's go and update this to 1. Save that. We can reopen the game now, but no subtitles. We can't even force them to be enabled. I don't know what's happened. The feature doesn't work. There is something I want to share with you. So there is documentation on a lot of the changes to Ore UI, which has been happening for a long time now. Now this is Ore UI, the web-based technology for Bedrock specifically. I don't think this is coming to Java at all. One of the biggest upsides of Ore UI is that each container is color-coded, meaning each one can look different and distinct. However, the drawback is that there is very little customizability with resource packs. They've also been in the works for a very, very long time, so I don't know how long it's going to take until these ones are implemented, but we have the files already. So this is the latest beta. Again, I can see 1.26.24.0. We have some new files for the furnace. Now, I've gone through Ore UI plenty of times, so I'm just going to show you the assets here. This is the furnace smelting slot.
Bedtime before snapshots.
So we have the texture where the progress bar is full, and after some time, it just decreases in size. We have a new background for the UI, and so when you put it all together, this is presumably what it would look like. Some things you'll notice is that the progress is completely gone. It's just an arrow. So as a refresher, if you really need one, this is what a furnace looks like in Minecraft. You put the fuel at the bottom, input at the top, output comes out on the right. The lifetime of fuel is indicated by the fire in the middle, and the arrow indicates the process of smelting. It's kind of interesting. If you put a piece of coal in here, it's just going to kind of cover the progress bar. I don't think it's a big deal, but some people might take issue to that. And now the smelting progress arrow is so small. They've shifted the fire progress in between the two boxes and placed it onto the bottom, now leaving a gap where the fire used to be. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I've seen so much talk about Ore UI and how it's really difficult to navigate. Ultimately, this is a lot better than whatever this gunk is. This is so bad.
Yeah, I know why they
sure,
do it. So it makes the scroll bar larger, which means the game looks like it has more content than it does.
It's still very, very wordy compared to Java Edition, but oh man, why they do that? Anyway, it's important to note that this is all work in progress. Obviously, none of this stuff has been released yet, so if there's any feedback you'd like to provide for Ore UI, or in particular the new Furnace UI, post your feedback because Mojang are definitely listening.